Have you ever wondered if your body is sending you quiet warnings that something serious is on the horizon? As we age, it's only natural to become more aware of changes in our health. But sometimes the most important signs are the ones we least expect. In this video, we're diving into 5 surprising signs that doctors say could mean death may be closer than you realize. Now, this might sound alarming at first, but stay with me. Recognizing these signs early could be what helps you or a loved one take the right steps to get help in time. These aren't meant to scare you, but to empower you, to give you knowledge that could truly make a difference. From unexpected changes in your energy to unusual physical symptoms, each of these signs tells a story your body is trying to share. And here's the important part: many people overlook these signs, thinking they're just part of getting older or nothing to worry about. But doctors warn that paying attention to these clues could save your life. So I encourage you to stay tuned until the end, because you'll discover how spotting these signs can not only protect your health, but give you peace of mind in knowing what to watch for. Now let's get started. Number 1, sudden unexplained weight loss. One of the clearest signs that something serious might be going on is if you start losing weight without trying. You see, as we get older, it's normal for our metabolism to slow down a bit, and many of us actually find it harder to keep the weight off. That's why when pounds start melting away without any effort, when you haven't changed your diet, haven't been exercising more, and yet the number on the scale keeps dropping, it's a sign that deserves your attention. This kind of weight loss is often gradual at first, so it can sneak up on you. You might notice your clothes feeling looser, or catch your reflection and realize your face looks thinner than before. What's important to understand is that sudden, unexplained weight loss can point to serious conditions that your body is trying to cope with in silence. Doctors often see this as one of the first outward signs of problems like certain cancers, severe infections, or advanced organ diseases. These illnesses can increase the energy your body burns or reduce your appetite without you even noticing it at first. When your body is fighting something significant, it uses more energy, and if you're not eating more to compensate, the weight comes off. A man named Harold, who was 72, shared how he thought dropping 15 pounds over 3 months was a good thing at first. He'd always wanted to lose a little weight, so when it happened without much effort, he didn't think twice. But as time went on, he felt weaker, and it became harder to do the things he enjoyed. It turned out he was dealing with an underlying illness that needed treatment right away. His story is a reminder that not all weight loss is a good sign. The key here is to listen to your body. If you're losing weight without trying, and especially if that weight loss is paired with other changes, like feeling more tired than usual, losing your appetite, or noticing changes in how your body feels day to day, it's worth having a conversation with your doctor. People sometimes hesitate because they think they're overreacting, or they're just getting older. But it's not about overreacting. It's about being proactive and giving yourself the best chance to address something early if it is serious. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. Your doctor can run simple tests to figure out what's causing the weight loss and help you get to the bottom of it. Sometimes it's something that can be addressed with changes in your diet or lifestyle. Other times it might be a sign of something that needs more immediate medical care. Either way, you're taking a smart step by paying attention and taking action when needed. The most important thing is to remember that your body is always talking to you. It's up to us to listen. Number 2, severe fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. Another sign that often slips under the radar, but that doctors warn should never be ignored, is persistent fatigue that just doesn't seem to go away, no matter how much rest you get. It's not the kind of tiredness you feel after a busy day, working in the yard or playing with the grandkids. This is a deeper, more draining exhaustion that seems to cling to you from the moment you wake up until you go to bed at night. What makes this kind of fatigue so concerning is that it can be a sign that your body's working overtime to deal with something serious. Many people assume that feeling tired all the time is just part of getting older. But doctors caution that there's a difference between normal, aging, and fatigue that signals a deeper problem. If you notice that simple tasks like getting dressed, preparing a meal, or even having a conversation leave you feeling worn out, that's your body waving a red flag. A gentleman named Edward, who was 76, shared that he started feeling unusually tired even after a full night's sleep. He would wake up, sit in his favorite chair with his morning coffee, and instead of feeling refreshed, he'd feel like he hadn't rested at all. At first, he brushed it off, thinking maybe he wasn't sleeping well. But as the days turned into weeks, he realized something wasn't right. His doctor later discovered that his heart wasn't pumping as strongly as it should, and addressing it made all the difference. His story is a powerful reminder that paying attention to this kind of fatigue can be life-saving. The kind of fatigue we're talking about often comes with other small changes you might overlook at first. You might feel winded after climbing a few stairs, or find yourself needing to sit down more often during the day. Some people notice they start falling asleep during the day without meaning to, or they lose interest in activities they once enjoyed simply because they don't have the energy. What's important to understand is that your body is trying to tell you something. When vital organs like your heart, lungs, or kidneys aren't functioning the way they should, your body uses more energy to compensate, and that can leave you feeling drained. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, shortness of breath during simple activities. One sign that can catch people off guard, and that doctors say should never be ignored, is shortness of breath that shows up during simple, everyday tasks. This isn't the kind of breathlessness you'd expect after jogging or doing heavy yard work. This is when you find yourself struggling to catch your breath while doing things that never used to bother you. It might happen when you're making the bed, walking to the mailbox, or even just getting dressed. And what's most concerning is that it often sneaks up on people. You might not even realize it at first. It could start with small moments where you need to pause and take a deep breath, or where you feel a little lightheaded after climbing a few stairs. But over time, these moments become more frequent and harder to ignore. The reason this sign is so important is because it can point to serious, underlying issues with your heart or lungs. When these organs aren't working as they should, your body doesn't get the oxygen it needs, and you feel it right away when you try to move around. A gentleman named Frank, who was 79, shared that he first noticed it when he had to stop halfway through his usual walk around the block. He thought maybe he was just out of shape or having an off day. But as the weeks went on, the breathlessness became more noticeable, and eventually even standing at the kitchen counter felt like too much. When he spoke to his doctor, they discovered that his heart wasn't pumping as efficiently as it needed to, and getting help made all the difference for him. Another key thing to look for is how quickly this shortness of breath comes on and how long it lasts. You might find that you're fine 1 minute, and then suddenly even a little bit of movement leaves you feeling winded. Or you might notice that it takes longer for your breathing to return to normal after exerting yourself. Both of these are signs that something could be going on beneath the surface. And it's not just about the breathing itself. Shortness of breath can also come with other symptoms, like a tight feeling in your chest, dizziness, or swelling in your ankles or feet. These added clues can help you and your doctor piece together what's really happening. What's important is not to dismiss this as just part of getting older. It's easy to think, well, I'm not as young as I used to be. Of course, I'm a little out of breath now and then. But the truth is, if you're noticing a clear change in your breathing, it's worth paying attention to. Your body is trying to get your attention, and by noticing these changes early, you give yourself the best chance of addressing any issues before they become more serious. Paying attention to how your body feels during everyday activities is one of the simplest, but most powerful ways to look after your health. If you notice that you're getting winded, doing things that used to be easy, don't brush it off. Instead, see it for what it is. An important message from your body that deserves to be heard. Taking action doesn't just help you breathe easier. It can give you back your energy, confidence, and peace of mind. Number 4, sudden confusion or memory loss. Another sign that can take people by surprise, and one that doctors caution should never be ignored, is sudden confusion or unexpected trouble with memory. This isn't about forgetting where you put your keys or walking into a room and not remembering why, which can happen to anyone from time to time. What we're talking about here is a noticeable, sometimes rapid change in your ability to think clearly, remember familiar things, or stay focused on simple tasks. It might show up as struggling to follow a conversation, getting lost in places you know well, or feeling disoriented even in your own home. What makes this sign so important is that it can be a clue that something serious is happening inside your body. Sudden confusion or memory issues can be linked to conditions like infections, strokes, or problems with how your body is processing oxygen or nutrients. A man named Walter, who was 80, shared how he began to notice he was having a harder time recalling names of people he had known for years. At first, he brushed it off as just part of aging. But then his wife noticed he seemed confused about what day it was or what he was supposed to be doing. When they visited his doctor, they discovered that Walter had developed a serious infection that was affecting his thinking, and getting treatment helped him regain clarity. His experience is a reminder that these changes in memory or focus should never be ignored. Another way this sign can show up is through changes in behavior. You might find that someone who's usually easygoing becomes unusually irritable or anxious, or they might withdraw from activities they normally enjoy. These shifts can happen because the brain isn't getting what it needs, whether that's oxygen, nutrients, or proper blood flow. And when the brain struggles, it affects everything from mood to memory to decision-making. That's why it's so critical to pay attention if you or someone you love starts showing these signs. It's also important to look for patterns. If you notice that confusion or memory trouble seems to come and go, or if it's worse at certain times of day, these details can help your doctor figure out what's going on. Sometimes something as simple as dehydration or a vitamin deficiency can cause these symptoms. Other times they point to something more serious, like a heart or lung condition that's limiting oxygen to the brain. Either way, recognizing these changes and seeking help right away gives you the best chance of finding and addressing the cause. Family and friends often play a key role in spotting this sign. When you're the one experiencing confusion, it can be hard to recognize that anything is wrong. But loved ones might notice that you're repeating yourself more often, asking the same questions, or seeming unsure of things that were once familiar. If someone close to you brings this up, it's worth listening with an open heart. They're trying to help, and their observations could be the key to getting the care you need. Being aware of how your mind feels and how clearly you're thinking is just as important as paying attention to physical symptoms. Your brain is the command center for everything you do, and when it starts sending out signals that something's wrong, those signals deserve to be heard. Taking action, whether that means calling your doctor or heading to the emergency room, isn't overreacting. It's being wise and taking care of yourself in the best way possible. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, swelling in the legs or abdomen. One of the signs that often surprises people and that doctors warn should not be overlooked is swelling in the legs, ankles, feet, or abdomen that seems to appear without a clear reason. Many seniors assume that a little swelling is just part of getting older or from standing too long during the day. And while mild swelling now and then can be harmless, swelling that is persistent, increasing, or accompanied by other symptoms could be your body's way of alerting you to a serious underlying condition that needs attention. This type of swelling, known as edema, occurs when fluid builds up in the tissues. When it happens in your lower body or belly, it can be a sign that your heart, liver, or kidneys are not working as well as they should. A man named George, who was 81, shared that he first noticed his shoes felt tighter than usual, and he had trouble getting his wedding ring off at night. He thought maybe it was the heat or that he hadn't been as active lately. But when the swelling didn't go down and his belly started feeling bloated, he knew it was time to see his doctor. It turned out that his heart wasn't pumping as strongly as it needed to, and that fluid was backing up into his body. Getting the right treatment helped relieve the swelling and made him feel like himself again. One thing to watch for is whether the swelling gets worse as the day goes on or improves after a night of rest. With conditions like heart failure, you might find that swelling builds up over the course of the day, especially if you've been on your feet a lot. You might also notice that your pants feel tighter around the waist or that you feel full even after eating a small meal. These clues, though easy to overlook, are important pieces of information that can help your doctor figure out what's going on. Swelling that is linked to serious health issues often comes with other signs that something is amiss. You might feel more short of breath, especially when lying flat, or you might notice that you're gaining weight, even though you haven't changed your eating habits. Some people find that their skin feels tight or that pressing on the swollen area leaves a dent that takes a while to go away. All of these are ways your body is letting you know it's struggling to keep fluids in balance. It's also important to consider how quickly the swelling has appeared. If it comes on suddenly, especially along with chest pain, trouble breathing, or confusion, it could signal an emergency and you should seek medical help right away. Even if the swelling builds up more gradually, it's wise to bring it to your doctor's attention. There are many treatments that can help relieve the swelling and, more importantly, Address the underlying cause before it leads to more serious problems. Loved ones might also be the first to notice these changes. A family member might comment that your socks are leaving deeper marks than usual, or that your face looks puffier. These small observations can sometimes point to bigger health concerns. Instead of brushing off these comments, consider them caring reminders to take a closer look at how your body's feeling. Swelling in the legs or abdomen isn't just about feeling uncomfortable or needing to change your shoes. It's a signal that your body might be asking for help. By recognizing it early and seeking care, you can take a positive step toward protecting your health and keeping yourself active and engaged in the things you love. Paying attention to these signs isn't about worrying. It's about being wise and giving yourself the best chance to stay strong and well for years to come. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on the 5 important signs we've talked about today. What stood out to you the most? Which of these signs have you noticed in yourself, or maybe in someone you care about? These signs, whether it's unexplained weight loss, deep fatigue, shortness of breath, sudden confusion, or swelling in your legs or belly, aren't here to scare you. They're reminders to listen to your body and take action when something feels off. Recognizing these signals early can give you the chance to get help, feel better, and keep doing the things that matter most to you. Sometimes it's easy to overlook changes or explain them away as just getting older. But your body is wise, and it knows how to send you messages when it needs your attention. By staying aware and checking in with your doctor when something doesn't seem right, you're taking a powerful step to protect your health. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Your friends, family, and healthcare team are there to support you every step of the way. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you plan to use in your life? Maybe you've decided to keep a closer eye on your energy levels, or talk with your doctor about something that's been on your mind. Whatever it is, please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your experiences and reflections not only help you, but can encourage others who are watching this video too. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.